not super cold. Gary! Uh-oh, there goes my voice. Got a little phlegm in my throat. Good morning, Nate Pender, good morning, PS. I couldn't think of anything better to do than go fishing. I just couldn't. I was up till 10, about 10 o'clock last night shoveling snow off boats. Because there's so much snow. Northern fishing outdoors! Good morning! Yeah. I heard something about super flu. Holly was thinking she's getting sick this morning. Hopefully not. Had a hard time with the all the vehicles. Trying to deal with the vehicles getting stuck in the snow. Last night when we got home, let's see, the snowplow was coming and I tried to back Holly's car up into a snowy spot that wasn't shoveled out and it got stuck. So like we missed our chance because we were blocking the road, missed our chance to get plowed out at the house. So, it's raining today. It's raining all day and then it's supposed to turn to snow later on. And then I think cold again tomorrow and then a lot of rain and then back up. I don't know. I was gonna go to Redfield Cove back on the mainland. It just doesn't seem that windy though. We'll go out the north end and see if maybe we can get to the pinnacles. The boat's nice and heavy, ready to withstand some wind. We can try it. We might get bad signal and stuff because it's raining out here. But that's good for that's good for everything I'm doing. Rain. It's kind of chilly, but it'll melt everything down, you know. I don't have to worry about my reels not working because of ice, or my lines should go down. Actually, my starboard pole is stuck. The line's a little frosty, but I think it'll work itself out. It's most of the way down. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go out the. I'll show you here. I'm gonna go. Through the inside here, up behind the islands. And then we'll just come out here and see what it looks like, you know. If it's looking good here, then we'll go out to the pinnacles out here. If it's not looking good, which is more than likely, then we'll go over here to the Redfield. Either way, we're gonna fish, but it's gonna take a while to get there. I just thought, what the heck, I go live, could use you guys' company. Holly's mad at me this morning because she had to get up and move the vehicles around in the snow. I guess I should have gone with her. I had the driveway blocked with my truck, so she had to get out and move my truck. It's not easy. And then move it back, and she was late to work. I don't know. I tried to tell her to leave early because she was got to move the truck. She said, no comprende. She left 10 minutes before she had to be at work. So, and she got all mad that she had to move the truck. I'm like, I told you, you had to move the truck. I don't know. If I go fishing, I stay out until dark. She'll be home way before me. She gets off at 3:45. Our hill is a mess. The rest of the roads are plowed now, but like my specific road that goes to my house is not. Because the plow came, I don't know, they probably would have come up the road a little ways, but we were blocking it, so they didn't come. John B, what's up? Nah, there's no peace offering. It all depends on her mood, you know, whatever. If she's going to be in a good mood, she's going to be in a good mood. If she's not, she's not. That doesn't think it matters what I do. To be honest with you. Getting cold in the Portugal. Portuguese people back home. You don't want this much snow. What a pain. I'm trying to check the traps yesterday. I had to go check the traps. Now it's raining. The rain makes it get a lot smaller fast. It also makes it heavier. I shoveled the shed roof and I shoveled several boats off. It looked like they had too much snow. Where's mine? Yeah, I'm glad I got it. It kind of collapsed. You know, I left the top on there, and one side, like, the snow collapsed onto the roof on one side. Covered it right back up with snow, but it's only like this thick where it smushed down the top and it got wet. I don't know, it's a fraction of what it would weigh if I didn't do that. It's pretty symmetrical too. Yeah, wading back through that snow is not easy. I almost need to get snowshoes just to be able to maintain my house. Next I'll have to dig out the heater exhaust. That goes, as the snow comes up, when it gets halfway up the back of the house, the heater exhaust gets covered. I'm not exactly sure why it's not covered now. I guess the snow goes under the house first, and then it, yeah, because it's up to the deck in the front yard. It's above the deck, really. But in the back of the house, it hasn't covered the exhaust yet. I have a heater exhaust that comes like straight out at the floor level, goes out of the house for my diesel heater. Christian! Yeah, we might run into some errands where we're going. That's the truth. That's a possibility, Christian. A real possibility. Christian! Something. Oh, the high five! Thank you, Gary! Let's put some of this. My window's fogging up. Put some of that on the inside here. Uh-oh. Doesn't that help with fog, too? Soap seems to work the best. Let's try Rain-X. I think that's helping. Yeah, that helps. Get some on this other window, too. Hopefully that way I can see the lines. Man, that stuff stinks. Rain-X. Yeah. It is. It's a little bit breezy in the Johnstone Passage. Not too bad. My windy app, my predict wind is showing maybe 15 to 20 knots at the most. I really could live without that. But if it's not blowing whitecaps and stuff in the north end, maybe we'll try and get out there. guess the northern hemisphere is cold everywhere. Got me fish. I don't have a fish to choppa. I catch your fish for you. Miles per hour. Well, I can hear the ocean roaring. The swell must be up on the ocean. I can hear it from my house. Like, that's not good. I'm driving too, Bob. Driving the loud boat. Give us something to do. Seems like looking at the historical record, like historically speaking, the numbers start going up right now. And I know from experience that they're usually out. I gotta go out by the ocean to get them, but I'll try up in the bay. You know, maybe they come up in the bay too. Find out today. I don't feel like sitting around the house. I reloaded all my brass. And the road's probably not good for going out the road to shoot any more bullets. So I can't reload anything. I got those fishing rods I need to build. That's on the list. King Chaser, what's up? I do need to build some rods. I can do that live while we wait for the weather to get better and the fish to come in. The human Zamboni. But with the shovel out on the ice for your tent. Off work. Yeah, the snow machine ran. That daggone thing, I've never been out in like real snow in the snow machine. It was eye-opening to say the least. I have my hood like this. I was like this, and then I had it all the way like this, and then I was like, and there was still all the snow was coming up. Kane was like, you want a helmet with a visor? And I'm like, I'm thinking since I would be sitting behind him, that he would block the snow. No, the snow was like unbelievable. It was just a river of snow coming at me. It was a real chore. Snow machine's really heavy and like it's really difficult to turn it around because there's like 5 or 6 feet of snow out there. So when you go to turn it around, it like sinks, and then you got to dig it out and pull on it and dig it, and it's like it takes about like 20 minutes to turn it around. I guess we don't really know what we're doing either, but we didn't catch anything. All the traps were like buried in the snow. I forgot to bring the bait, so we couldn't rebait anything. We shut the traps down that were like 9 miles away from the daggone town, and we left them from like 5 miles and in. There's like a pretty good concentration of traps around 5 miles out. It doesn't seem like anything. We got some real major bait out there, but this doesn't seem like anything is hitting the bait. Maybe with it deep thawing, the smell of the bait will come through the snow and we'll go after it. It's like a bunch of moose legs, moose scraps from the glow in the dark plug. Yeah, I got a glow in the dark plug. We'll have to put it out there. Yeah, we'll have to put some plugs out. I have a plug out there. My favorite plug is out there. I'm not catching anything yet. But it will. There's your word. Yeah, the dog salmon. Yeah, I have before. I think I'm going to stay. So if you are a fisherman, you get ready to fish this summer because I'm probably not going to go down. Every year I don't go down, the guys make like $100,000. So get ready. I'm not planning to come down. Because I just got married. I got married in August, and it's like the biblical thing. and it makes perfect sense that you're not supposed to leave your wife the first year you're married. So I better stay around town this year. And I might leave for a week or something when it's the King opener, but I'm not trying to stay down there for July and August for the whole season. I mean, I guess I could go to Sitka and then fly back to Yakutat and leave my boat there. Like fly up back and forth. That kind of like will probably eat up some of the. I mean, I don't know. I've made really good money on dogs before. Plane ticket's not a big deal. It's like half a day's work. I heard the price may be better this year. I don't know. Who knows? You never know until they actually pay for the fish. But I think they're expecting a better price this year. Whether or not there's any fish, though, that's another concern. It was weird. There was chum salmon at Yakutat last spring. We were getting them on our shoal here, fishing for kings. And then they never did hit down in Sitka very well. And it wasn't a huge run in Neats Bay either. But the gill nettles did really good in Juneau. Right over that. Yeah. Chum salmon. Kettle, chum, dog, calico, all the same thing. I think instead of dogs this year, I'm probably going to gill net. Gill net here, and if things are going really terrible, I might like go to Crosstown for cohos in August, but I kind of doubt it. I don't know. My wife's got a job. It's not like if I don't work for a month, I'll go broke. Joe, what's up? Aren't you the same Joan that used to be around Stewart's channel? And then you were everywhere for a while, and then I haven't seen you for some time. Thanks, Ever Loving Outdoors. Dude, from Alaska, what's up? I've been shoveling out like crazy. I shoveled yesterday, pulling snow off the roof. I've never knocked that much snow off a roof before. Normally around here we get more of a wet snow. It'll be like wet and it just slides off the roof. But the conditions were such on this last big snow buildup that like it was well below freezing the whole time, and that allows it to stick to it sticks to anything that doesn't have a heat running. So my shed was looking like a daggone, had a whole marshmallow on top of the shed, almost as big as the shed. I heard one of my neighbors, he's got like an older house, I heard it was like collapsing. Yeah, well the problem is it makes like a bond, that cold, dry snow. It bonds to the roof, and then this weather, now it's raining, so the rain then goes into it and it makes it super heavy, and that's what breaks things. Things don't really break from the light snow on it usually, but once it starts raining, then they break. Seems kind of nice. We might make it out. We'll find out here. 60 degrees. It's probably going to get cold because we're going to get more temperate. We're supposed to be temperate here. It is temperate today. It's like 36 degrees. That's what it's supposed to be in Yakutat. Right around 36. Not 5 degrees. That's too cold. The shed, we built that thing with like spare parts from the sawmill. My friend Les helped me to do that. And we just used whatever we had. I had bought some stuff to build a deck. And we screwed together a bunch of, what did we do? We screwed together like some boards, like some 2x12s or something. I can't remember, 2x6s. We doubled them up or something. It's built strong, but it's not built like the best. It's pretty new too. If it wasn't strong and new, it would have broken. That was a lot of snow on it. But it might have broken even being strong and new with it getting wet. Everything getting wet. There's one boat in the harbor that looks like it's gonna sink. And then I tried to get into it last night to see if it was like full of water on the inside, and the door's locked. So some brilliant genius from out of town buys the boat, puts it here, but then they're worried someone's gonna come in their boat and like steal their silverware or their salmon boards, you know. Meanwhile, it snows 5 feet. They live in, you know, Kansas or something, and we can't get in the boat to pump it out because it's locked. All things in the city. -7 is too cold. Yeah, I saw in the news. The news said, I saw a news headline. It said like record snow in Juneau and like super cold on the interior, like a cold advisory. And then it also showed like 1.5 feet of snow in Yakutat was like the bullseye for the snow. So I think I'd rather get the snow than the 5 degrees. I can't take that anymore. It's just my job, you know. I gotta be outside on the water. All my equipment freezes up. The deck is all frozen. It's really dangerous. When it's above freezing, it's not that bad. It's supposed to be like this. Nah, there wasn't a lock. It was like a nice door with the like an internal lock on a teak door. The boat looks like it's sinking. It's like a 30-foot cabin cruiser set up to sport troll for salmon. I don't know the make of it. Maybe like a fiber lay or something. It's the one with the real long, like pointed bow. It's got like a pulpit on the end. I don't know. It's sitting super low. Super low and like down in the bow. Like it's full of water. Looks kind of like that boat. I saw a picture from Juneau with a boat that was just in the water, like straight up and down like this, and then like this much of it sticking up out of the water. It looked like that boat. Getting ready to go down. Then next to it, there's a sailboat where the guy, he asked me to watch it one year. He said he'd pay me to shovel it off. And I shoveled the boat for 2 years, and he never paid me anything. I shoveled the boat, pumped the boat out, and it's like, for years. And I don't mind shoveling the boat like 3 or 4 times. I don't know. Another thing is that boat didn't look like it was going to sink, so I didn't shovel that one. It's covered with snow though. Yeah, the guy's got my number, but like he doesn't call me now. Even if he just called me and asked me to do it, I guess I'll do it anyway. But yeah, there's one guy who's like for hire that shovels boats. I don't think he's cheap though. I don't think it's a cheap. I don't think he does anything for cheap. It's like a big floating lodge on the dock. He shovels that, and then we all watch out for each other and shovel each other's boats off. But like the out of town guys, nobody knows who they are. They just have these boats here. I guess the harbor master is ultimately overseeing all of this. Part of the deal with the harbor master is like every day they go down there, so they don't want to end up like with a reputation of, all right, the harbor master will just shovel the boats off, so let's all not shovel our boats. And then all of a sudden it'll be the harbor master's fault when it sinks. Yeah. Well, I was looking to pump that boat out, and then no one They locked the door. I should text the harbor master. I'm sure she knows. I mean, you can just look at the boat and it looks like really low. I mean, I don't know. All the boats look low. Mine is too. We're all covered with like, even though I shoveled my boat off, you know, you can look at it and see. It's got all that snow on it still, right? So, get this tag on the phone. That's it. Oh my goodness. Try to get the phone straight. I guess that's okay. Yeah, I do. I know I do. I bet my boat right now, the way it is, I didn't do anything with my skiff in the back. I probably have like 600 or 700 pounds up above, you know, on the snow weight. And then I've got, I probably have 2,500 pounds or 2,000 pounds of ballast that I put in my fish holes, and I have full of fuel. So I have 300 gallons of fuel, which is like, it's a lot. It's like 50 gallons of gas weighs about 550 pounds. So how much is that in fuel that I got on board? A lot. My boat is really heavy right now, which is nice. It makes it more comfortable, but it makes it also like, it just seems like you're closer to go under the water. You know, I don't like it. Something. I think the dog was just coughing. Thomas Carabino, what's up? Yeah, no, I got much more weight down below than I do up above. It's just, the whole boat is just really heavy right now. I was thinking about that last night. That's why I ended up coming down to the harbor at like, I went down to the harbor at like 9 o'clock at night because I realized like, it snowed like 1.5 foot more snow, and then it started to rain. I'm like, man, I gotta go down there. Then I came down the harbor, and like everybody's boat is just totally covered with 1.5 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet of snow, and some of them 3 feet of snow, and they're just like, they don't care. The boat's just down there with 3 feet of snow, and it's raining. Anyway, 8 boats aren't going to sink in our harbor. Yeah, it's not raining. It's just like real cloudy right now. Did Shannon go back out there and fish? Man, I wish I had some fish here like Shannon's got. I would just go fish. Maybe it's windy where he is. Like he had pretty good fishing out there at 20 fathoms. My Starlink wasn't working this morning. I'm like, what's wrong with Starlink? And then I realized that it covered with snow. I shoveled a boat off last night that had the Starlink with it plugged in. I guess the boat's plugged into the grid, you know, down there. And the Starlink melted all the snow. So it must be a pretty powerful heater on the thing. Because there was no snow above that Starlink. And there was 3 feet of snow everywhere else. Yeah, I was on Anyfin. I didn't see you on Anyfin, Thomas. I love those pickerels. What's up, Trudge? I like eating the pickerel too. I wonder how bad the weather is. It seems really pretty nice. It doesn't seem bad. It's getting a little bit more windy as we get out to this channel. Yeah, thank God it's not freezing here. It's raining a little bit. But... oh my goodness. It's supposed to get cold again tonight and tomorrow, and then like 4 days of warm weather after that. Snow for Ontario. How much snow? Hold on. I was going to tie up a herring rig here. I have 5 herring. I got one of these clips, you know, I got this bait clip. It worked really good with a double hook rig, actually. You guys should make up a double hook rig. I haven't tied one in a long time. Double hook. Yeah, you got it. Double hook. Yeah, the snow machine was kind of a nightmare, to tell you the truth. Needed snowshoes. There was so much snow it was impossible, nearly impossible for me to walk through the snow. Plus Cade was able to walk through it a lot easier. But like, I really wasn't trying to go more than maybe 20 yards from the snow machine, and some of the traps are like 100 yards from the snow machine. So Cade had to go back into the snow. It's like, snow is probably 5 feet deep, and then when you step on it, you go down to like your waist. So terrible. Not good. No, we didn't catch anything. Well, the last time the kids went out there, they didn't have the trap setter or any bait. So, like our best trap, the one that caught the Wolverine, they caught a martin, but they didn't have a trap setter to set the trap again. So they left, you know, same as when we went out there, we saw a lot of martin tracks, maybe some wolf tracks, definitely martin tracks, and we didn't have any bait or any traps with us. Like, we're just basically maintaining the trap line. You gotta run it or else it's like a major problem legally and morally. So we ran the line and we shut it down way out, way out the road. We closed it down. So we got traps, but they're not quite as far out as they were. Wasn't much fun at all. Kind of hoping the state will plow the road at some point. Oh, backwards. No way. Perlman! Oh my goodness, Perlman, I reloaded a whole bunch of ammo and I did it wrong. Oh my goodness gracious. I was thinking that because I was using the balance beam scale and I was thinking like halfway between 50 and 100 was 70 for some reason. Like, I'm so dumb. And then I overloaded all my rounds like 5 grains. Good thing I didn't go to the max, in the book. But it's definitely overloaded. I got heavy pressure signs on my cartridges. And yeah, the next day I was loading it up and I was counting like each mark was like 55, 60, 65, 70. I'm like, uh-oh, that's 70. Then the next one's 75. All my 300 Win Mags have 76 grains of powder, which I guess is like right at the max. It's like, oh, over the max on some of them. Yeah, well, it could be really like deadly, Bob. Anyway, it wasn't deadly, so that's good. Yeah, not deadly. I guess that would be a wicked round to shoot a moose with, since I know it doesn't explode the gun. I mean, I guess it might explode the gun on the next shot. But, oh, here comes the white caps. I see the white caps now. Yeah, that doesn't look nice. What do? We go to Redfield? Let's go to Redfield. Let's go to Redfield. We've been getting a fish or two out of there. Let's go over there right now and see what happens. Yeah, and I loaded up some of those hammer bullets for my 270 that I've been meaning to load them up. But what did I do? I got a case stuck in my 270 die, and then like somehow I took the expander ball out of the die. Anyway, I realized that I had a neck sizer for my 270. So I reloaded a bunch of 270 with the neck sizer and went and shot that, which I didn't overload because I counted up from 50. I mean 50, I put it like 53 grains of powder in, so that wasn't overpressure. But yeah, they shot all right. I wasn't sure about the seating depth with them either, but none of them exploded, so I loaded some more up. I really wanted to shoot it yesterday, but by the time we were done with the snow machine, I took that rifle, the 270, and loaded the magazine with those new bullets. It would be the second loading of those new bullets, so it'd be getting closer to a good working up a load, You know what I really need now is a chronograph, or what you call a radar. Garmin makes a little radar thingy, but it costs like $800 or something. Maybe it's $600. It's not cheap. Oh, there goes my pole. It just went down the rest of the way. You know what I realized? Did I tell you guys I put too much engine oil in my boat the other day because it was leaning over and I was like looking for oil on the stick, so I added like 2 quarts, and then after I leveled the boat out I checked it again, it was like way over full. Also a concern of mine was I saw a bunch of engine oil in the bilge, and I'm like, man, I'm losing that much engine oil in the bilge and the stick doesn't have any oil on it. I better put a bunch of oil in, so I did. And then I realized, like, Oh man, my vacuum pump that I changed my oil with is like upside down in the bow, down there in the storage area. So the oil leaked out of that when the build. That's what happened. My hand is sore. I don't think the bones are broken though, but it's kind of sore. The blood blister kind of went away. Feels a little sore. Not too bad. I don't know. I'm a wimp. I could go out there in this weather. I just don't want to. Part of it is I don't want to be alone out there in the weather. It's like, really, I got to do this all by myself in the wintertime. Go out in the middle of the bay, 15, 20 knot winds, nobody else. Anything happens to the boat, it's just going to drift away. Nobody's going to be there to pick me up. I have to wait for hours and hours for them to mobilize a rescue effort. Let's go back in the bay. I don't think it'd be a big deal if we broke down up in here. Definitely not as bad as out there. Yeah, the wind definitely picked up. You gotta consider that I'm still in the islands here, and from my experience, if it's this windy in here, it's gonna be 20 knots out there. I can do without that. It's been like this all winter, it feels like. Then the real depressing part is when I do get out there, there's no freaking fish. It's like, man. Oh well, maybe there'll be some fish on the inside. Maybe we'll get some. I always used to feel real special about how good a fisherman I was, and how brave I was to go out there and you get like 10 fish, right? You feel like, I really got them. And then you find out the hand troller caught 10 fish up in the islands too. I should have brought my rifle. I don't have my rifle. I'm unarmed. No, I got a 22. Maybe the herring will be in. The herring tend to come back here, and then there's some fish around. They're hard to catch, but it'd be a good sign to see the birds and stuff. It's gonna be a big incoming tide. Glaciers landscaping. What the heck? Landscaping? I'm a no tick-a-taka. I don't have the tick-a-tock. Why don't you do TikTok, Bob? Seems like you could do it. Not too much bloodshed on Bob's channel. Let's bring this lure up. Yeah, a little breezy back there. That's fine. thing about fishing back in the islands here is it's like, unless it's a gale, the waves never get very big. Let's see here, put this through here like this. That goes through like that. And then goes through like this. There's actually a way to rig this. If you tie the hook straight to the leader, you can rig it so that it sits like this. Right? It'll sit just like that. And then like this. And then you can stab this through the fish and it like makes it pretty streamlined deal. But I got a swivel on mine, so I just let it hang. What's lighter transfer? The white ones are glow. They're not actually white, but glow. Chartreuse. That's the claw point that Andrew sent me. The green thing holds the bait. I don't usually use this kind of bait holder, but every day is different. Today I might use it. I might put it on my Metro flasher. Put it on the old Metro sun. Because these things have a tendency to flip out. Like, what'll happen is it'll start. The bait will be doing like this underwater a little bit. As it spins, it'll be going like this instead of going like this. It'll go like this, and they make the flasher not spin, but the Betzel flasher will spin it. That's why they got that fin on it. When it has the rudder on it, it forces it to turn with a tighter spiral. But it's like, I'd rather streamline the plastic. I want it to be more bait than plastic, you know? Break time is over! Get back to work! Yeah, it's gonna be calm in here for sure. I don't see the herring. Maybe that's a big problem here. There's no big herring schools here. There's supposed to be a lot of herring. I don't know. Maybe there was a lot of herring last year, but there's not this year. One thing's for sure, I brought a super huge coffee. Yeah, that Metro flasher, that's where it shines with these big baits. I should have some old bait I got some bait from like November. Look, it's really custom, man. It smells questionable. When it turns that yellow funk, it's not the best. However, I have caught a lot of king salmon with bait that looks like that. When I first came to Yakutat, there was really good fishing in May. I was sports fishing, and I had that landing craft ice and Cape, and we came back into islands here actually in May, and everybody was catching them. You know, all the skips were catching them. They were getting them into subsistence nets, set netting, and I had some bait that was so dried up and brown. It was salted. It was fully salted, but it turned yellow like that. It was all kinds of dried up and shriveled up. And I cut the cut plug, and it was like this shriveled up little herring with these big hooks. Man, we caught our limit like we had a 4-fish limit. We caught it in like an hour on rods. They loved it. Alan, what's up? Yeah, I don't come back here all the time because it's kind of a mission to get back here. Like, it's nice. You don't have to worry about the weather. We have been getting 1 or 2 fish back here every time we come. But typically, in January, it's not good. I don't know. January, February. Not usually catching anything back here. Maybe today we'll get something, I don't know. More of a spot for the fall. But like I said, the hand trollers always come back here to get them. I don't know. It's gonna suck. I think the tide is gonna be low. I think the tide's gonna get low on us. Let me think about this. So we fished like 3 days ago, right? And the tide was high around 1 o'clock or so. So today the tide should be high around dark, right? Around 3. It might be alright. The key is, like, when you go home, you want to go back through that canoe pass. It cuts off, saves you like a half hour. It takes like an hour and a half to get back to the spot. If you go through canoe pass, it only takes like an hour. Gloves this year. Hey, you know what? The truth is, a long time ago, like maybe 8-10 years ago, I caught the biggest salmon I've ever got in Yakutat Bay. Where we're going, first week of January on a plug. So, and I have a plug. It's right now in the same position on the wire as I caught that fish way back when. And it's not an accident that it's in that spot on the wire. It's a different plug though. I got it on that gold plug, and the plug I got out there right now is a white one. I don't know what happened to my gold plug. Oh, there's some herring on the bottom right here. There's some herring. That's the herring moving in right there. See it? And then there's something up high too. There's the fish. That might be a fish. That might be a fish or a jellyfish or something. But that's what happens in the late winter here. It's like a whole lot, like hundreds of thousands of tons of herring coming here. Sea lions come, whales come in here. And there's like king salmon around, but you would think you could drop down into that mess and catch the king salmon, but you don't. You drop in there, you don't get them. You just don't. I've tried and tried and tried. Some guy who knows some people was telling me that they told him to tell me to fish on the bottom in 50 fathoms and rattle the bottom. He said, I gotta get there's a method to the madness. I want to try it this summer. But you get a small lead weight and then you set it like a fathom off your heavies. So you got your 50-pound cannonball or your 60-pound cannonball. I don't know how I'm doing it with a 70. And then you take like this much canyon and you make it lighter than the canyon inside of the cannonball. And you tie it off the cannonball and then you drag it on the bottom. You set it down there until it starts hitting the bottom and you find a place where you can drag, fairly even bottom and you roll it on the bottom on purpose. Like with pro judo, It's a thing, man. That's how they get them in Sitka. It's like some kind of a trick how they get them. All the disturbance, like the ball's hitting the bottom and it's making the noise and the dust, the mud's flying up, and the king salmon that are laying down there, they come in to look and then they grab the gear, Makes perfect sense. Sag the fish. Yeah, and then if it gets snagged, it's only an 8-pound lead. And they only cost like $50 or something. If it's catching fish, you can afford to lose $50, once a week or something. I don't think the guys lose that much. There's certain places like right here, I could try. One thing about it is like nobody does that in Yakutat, and there's a lot of halibut here. And I think that what you would find if you drug the bottom a whole lot, 50 fathoms, is you'd end up hooking somebody's old lost, long line here. End up snagging the thing on the long line here, and then, well, the idea is it breaks off, I don't know. I tried fishing deep in the fall, like last year, so not 25, but 24. There was a lot of fish in 24. And I tried fishing deep when there was fish around. Like when I was already catching, 10 or 15 a day. I got bored of catching 10 or 15 a day in this one spot, and I went over and between the next spot and where I was fishing, I tried dropping down to 50, 60 fathoms. And I caught big fish, but that's the only time. It just seems like if there's no fish around and you start experimenting with like dropping deep while there's no fish around, it doesn't help. Like there's no fish in 10 fathoms or in 50 fathoms. Oh yeah, the halibut. Oh, stupid halibut. I'm getting ready. I'm starting to get pumped up for halibut because I heard, so this is just a rumor, but I heard that they're not going to do much with the halibut quota, which would mean I'd still have around 2,800 pounds of halibut to catch. Which last year's prices, it was $19,000. So I am ready to make $19,000 when that opens up. Let me tell you. I might only get 15,000, but I don't know. God willing, I might sink today if God's not protecting me. Gotta make sure I put him in there. I wish my door wasn't frozen. That's one thing that we got here. We do have better halibut fishing than they have in California. It's better here than it is down there. Everybody's crying that it's so terrible, but it's still a lot better than that. I can get 5 kings, but I don't know about 5 keepers. We'll get there. You guys, the calendar is ticking by. Before you know it, it'll be February, and fishing's really good in February. But if we can get out in February and March, it's really good. Even if it's 1/3 of what it normally is, it'll still be really good fishing. Going back in the islands at this time of year, I'm just doing it because I want to stream YouTube for you guys. I like to go fishing no matter what. I need to get some fish for the cannery, and it's worth trying. Maybe we'll get some. I don't have high expectations for this. I was hoping to get offshore. I probably should have gone for it. The weather does not get any better. They took away the nice forecast on the 8th. Oh, Shannon is here! Why don't you get out there, Shannon? You got fish swarming out there. I wouldn't let any of them by. I'd be out there every single day. Unless the weather was too rough. That's fine. I'm like, I'd be out there every day. It's like, it blows 10 miles an hour. I'm like, whoop, into the islands. Who cares if it's raining? Rain's good for you. It's raining here too. Who is this? Alan, thank you so much. Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for the fuel fund. I was looking at this whole, I invested all the YouTube money into the Bitcoin, hoping I could make a good return. And the Bitcoin is like down for the year. It's gone down. It's just probably, so like the experts are talking about like, oh, we're gonna have to rethink cryptocurrency and it's going down, and everyone's like, oh no. I think you would think that at this point I would be smart enough to know, like, now, buy it now. Thank you, Gary. Because when everybody starts talking about how terrible it is, that's when it goes up. Every time it's done that. You can look at the chart, it goes like this. And then we're at the very bottom now, and it's just starting to go up. The Bitcoin fund, yeah. Yeah, what a... I should know. It's the fear and greed index. We're in heavy fear right now, I'm sure. Oh, boy. It'll be nice to come back in this cold here where there's not any wind and stuff. I wonder if we should go to Humpy Creek, I mean. Let's try in Redfield. It's not good, maybe we'll go over to Humpy Creek. Humpy Creek's further away. We got some fish last time we were there. Yeah, Shannon, I wanted to see a better view of the troll pit so I can see like more detail about what you're pulling out of the water there. It was like over the shoulder. I couldn't tell what was going on. Oh, thank you, Terry. Turn my screen up on this thing. Lights on here. Kind of looks like I might be marking a little bit of herring down there. It's not thick yet, though. Yeah, that's the dangest thing. There could be herring in here so thick. It's literally like hundreds of thousands of tons of herring. You can see it on the sonar. Whales and birds and everything. You troll around, they do not like little ones, but there's no big ones to keep. You troll around the edges of 10 fathoms, you get some big ones sometimes. But I've never, in this time of year, I've never got them out of the deep. I mean, I caught one or two, but never. In the fall, if you can find a big ball of herring in the fall, you get a bunch of fish off of it. But it's like there's just too much of it. When it comes in this time of year, it's so thick and it's so big that like it's impossible to catch fish out of it. I don't know. The fish are afraid of it or something. The fish maybe just stay on the outside. I have not figured it out. I almost lost my phone, so now my phone's got a broken lens on the camera on the front of the phone, so I'm not like too worried about it. Plus, I'm so sick of it not working properly with the charging thing. I could do without having to buy another phone right now, but if I did lose my phone or it got broken, it's already breaking. Not that big a deal. It was $600. I'd like to get the next newest one with the USB-C. I have to have USB-C. This old iPhone charger port thing is such BS. It drives me nuts. The dogfish don't eat the plugs. We're almost to the spot, guys. My biggest fish ever, I caught it in this cove in the first week of January, and it was so cold, and I caught it right where we're going. It's 27 pounds. That's the biggest winter king I ever got. That was a long time ago. It bit the gold Mylar insert gold plug, 5-inch. And I got a white 5-inch plug in the same position. It's on some wussy line though. It might break it if I get a big one on it. Got on some good meat, 80 pounds. There's some herring on the bottom in here at the mouth of the cove. That might be worth bouncing through. Like maybe there's fish on that. Look, see it? And then it's right on the edge of this. Right on the edge of the cove. Here. That looks good. Maybe we need to try that. If we don't get them in the shallows, we can try fishing deep. That's a good bait mark right there. And there's not like so much of it. Maybe it's like the right amount where you can catch fish off of it instead of it being like 100,000 tons of herring. Just that's just 5 tons right there. Ah, yeah, the pin's full. As long as they're swimming, I want my plug to be like going out like this. I don't like it when it just does that. It's really gotta jump around a little bit. Dave Logan! Never! I'll take it out for you today, Shannon. I'll take it out for free. Just because I love you. We'll pull the plug out. There's quite a bit of feed on the bottom in here. It's a good sign. Hopefully the sea lions aren't in here. A lot of times they come with the feed. They always do. If there's herring, there's sea lions. If there's herring and sea lions, there's killer whales. If there's herring and sea lion and killer whales, there's king salmon! Let's go! Let's use this dark green Vetro flasher. You gotta compromise though, Shannon. I'm putting the Vetro flasher out in the spot. I'm gonna put this out in the spot where the plug was. I feel like if I had a white one, that would be better. Yeah, the deep drag's looking good in here. Josie! There we go, let's get this thing up. This was working good in August and then stopped working. The white one always works. I'm gonna put that bait thing. Got a full-on snubber. I don't want the snubber, it's right in my way. No, I want the snubber, I can't find it. Where'd that snubber go? There it is. There we go. I'm not throwing it away though, Shannon. I'm not throwing the plug away. I won't do it. I'm gonna get rid of the old leader that's on though. We'll try this on the float. We'll put the long leader with the Vetro flasher, the green one, the odd colored one. It's kind of a mild flasher. It's not too crazy, you know. Put this thing. One of these here. See, I don't usually use this. Kinda need a lighter. I don't know where my lighter went. Well, I do without a lighter. It works good if you take a lighter and you melt this a little bit so it doesn't pinch down so hard. I just open up. Don't break it. Just stuff his little head in there. Oh, like that. Huh? Like it? Yeah, and then I got some of this too. Let's put some of this belly jelly on there. Some of that on the bait bed here. don't see any bait fish on the bottom here in the actual cove here. But like, there was bait out here on the 50 fathom line. That's interesting. It's kind of interesting to me. I'll take you guys back here with me today. Let's see here. I need to throw my stabilizer out. Learned it's unwise to stabilize when I got my, oh boy, how tangled up is this thing? Don't stabilize while running. Watch out, Wilson, look out for the movement, watch out, watch out, watch out. Guys, laying down on the job again. What the heck, man? All right. Boy, what a daggone disaster area we got. Oh no, the heavy snow in my troll pit. Dang it. Man. Really don't want snow in my clothes. I stepped on the herring. Unbelievable. Now look at it. All that work. Smashed it. Let's run it anyway. Looks good enough to me. We'll have extra scent. Or catch something on it right away. Yeah, we'll just have to catch with it immediately. Here we go. Okay. Tripod's not set right here. Hold on. Gotta spread you guys out a little bit here. There we go. My gurney slipped on me. All the way to the bottom. always something, isn't it? Shoot, let me go get my tools again. Got it up part of the way. Maybe it'll catch something while it's down there. Be really good if I can get this done fast. Fast is good. Come on. It's kind of rounded off. Lost the donut. The donut through the insulator on its way down to the bottom. Sorry about that. Hang on. I lost my donut there. This is a donut. You gotta have it. It costs about $1. They're expendable. And we expended one. It's been expended. Okay. Special. The one that caught us our keeper last time. Turn the boat real quick. Comes. Now we can catch fish, right? Now we're ready to catch fish. It's coming out. Alright. So like how long before I catch a fish? You know, is it instantaneous fish bite now that we got no plug? Or I gotta wait a while. I'm on the spot. That's one of my favorite plugs, man. Look at that thing. Oh my goodness! pavement here we gotta cover. My line's actually tangled up in something. Yeah, I got my heavies wrapped around my daggone pole one time. Just once. Let me go fix that. Just be 1 second. I think the wolves would be running the beach in so much snow. Probably are. I'm interested in that herring mark out there at 50 fathoms. Rolls Royce, huh? Yeah. Sounds good. Not catching anything. I just put my hooks down. It's a long waiting game. This winter's been slow. It's been really slow fishing. Whether or not we catch anything today is in doubt. But we're trying. We got our hooks down. I kind of didn't put that many hooks out. I skipped marks. I just keep it like not too much gear down. It's got a couple hooks down there on each wire. One to 3 hooks on each wire. There was a bunch of shakers in here. But that was early December when we were here last, I think. Might have even been November. Since we've been back in here. Opportunities for failure, what with the fishing, yeah. When it's good, it's really good though. We might have to go out in the deep today. I'm not really seeing it in here. Not yet. Yeah, that was kind of sketchy. We dropped the ball. It went down into the mud. The clutch on the Gertie. Sometimes when things freeze and then they thaw out again, all of a sudden they don't fit anymore. It's one of those things. Mr. Stokes from Washington just replied to my message. What's his name? Don Doak? Dr. Doak? Want some fish? I might be selling them next year. I sell them in town now, but I don't know if the buyer's not going to be around next year. Might have to sell them direct. They're expensive. They're hard to get. I didn't see the rockfish on that bass. There's some around in here. Silver, dang blasted silver. I bought a few ounces of silver a few years ago and I traded them for lead because I needed lead. The guy was really doing me a favor and I was short on cash. I traded him the silver for spot value and ate the shipping on it. But I got my leads. Made a lot of money with those leads, so whatever. It's a real world example. Like I was out in the field, you know, out on the anchor, you know, out at a remote location, and I was able to use silver for currency. Get what I needed. People will buy it. People will look at it, you know, it was like Amprex or whatever that metal exchanges, the mint. You can look at the dang thing and pretty much tell it's real. There's like fake stuff out there too though. There is definitely fake gold coins. You ever look for gold on eBay and then you see like the fake gold coin? Says like gold plated, gold buffalo, gold plates, like 15 bucks. Kind of a jerk to sell that to someone for pretty money. I'm sure a lot of people get taken like that. No, eBay, if you buy from a trusted source on eBay, I think it's fine. But what I'm saying is, there's fake gold currency available on eBay. They sell it for what it is. You know? When I bought gold on eBay, it's like whatever it is, the Ampex or whatever that one is. I mean, they have like 29,000 sales and 4.9 stars satisfaction or whatever, however eBay does it. You know, like 98% satisfied customers with 26,000 sales. That's not a fake piece of gold. But I found out that like that's a dumb way to buy gold because they charge you taxes on eBay. They charge city tax, you know. And you can buy it from like I can't remember who I got my gold from. Money Metal Exchange or something. I got it for, you know, they don't charge me the city tax on it. It would be a lot. eBay. I got an ounce of gold from eBay. I got no doubt that it's real. There's a mark that looks kind of like a fish, maybe. You can see the bites going kind of fast. Scottsdale bit. I can't remember. I got a reference from one of my buddies in town last time I bought gold. I don't have enough money to buy much of that stuff. I don't have anywhere good to keep a lot of it anyway, so. But that was a really good investment. I bought a little bit of gold over the past like 3 years. It's crazy how much it's worth now. Last time I bought gold, it was $2,700 bucks, and I felt like that was really high. I heard it's over 4,000 now. I wish I had put more of my money in the gold. Bitcoin's gonna hit though this year. Let's go. It needs to hit hard to make up for all the fees and taxes. No biters in the cove. Didn't really see anything either. What I did see is I saw quite a bit of life on the bottom of 50 fathoms out there. Junk silver. People probably not thinking about the silver being so much junk now. I can hardly see out of my window. It's all raindrops and fog. I need to hit it with the Rain X on the outside and the soap on the inside apparently. Well, I have been investing for the past, like, and I won't even count when I guess I invested in crypto a long time ago and I still have the assets, but I started investing like maybe 3 years ago. I got a little bit of money in there, not much. I don't plan to take it out. I just started an IRA like last year. I'm happy with that. I put it in it's an automated thing from Wells Fargo. It's like an AI investor or something. It got me 18% this year. There's hardly any money in it. I really, really wish I'd have put just a little tiny bit of money in this kind of stuff starting when I was like 20 or something. Man, I could retire right now, but foolishly I did not. We're gonna make another pass back through there. I'll try and get closer to the bottom. Yeah, the day that 25% of my income is gonna be $70,000 is the day I'll eat a sock. That is not gonna happen. Oh. bit of reaction there on our first pass, but we didn't get anything out of there. I am not stepping on that plug. I'm heavily invested in salmon plugs. It's a 158. It might even be the same plug that I made that video. I got a plug video on YouTube. I think it's my most popular video. It's got like, I don't know, 9,000 views or something. I guess it's not my most popular video, but it's pretty popular. Dude, YouTube's paid me like $8 for that video. Plug coin? I like it. We should have a plug coin. You know it would be popular. Scotty, what's up? We're trolling in the back bay. We're not catching anything. It's raining. Our gurney let loose and sent the cannonball to the bottom, but we got it back. Holy mackerel, I just snagged a jellyfish the size of a beach ball. I can see it on my wire. I'm just gonna let it get cut in half. I got a big jellyfish, it's like this big. Big red one. There was a spoon on there. It came back. I didn't look at the hook. Might be bent out. I think I dropped it in the mud. Maybe that jellyfish will attract a bite. You know, I think last time we were in this area, we trolled deep. We tried trolling deep back across the channel. We didn't catch anything but a little tiny one. I think that was in late November. I'm gonna score this place off. I'm never coming back. What happened? 9 boats sank in Juneau. Yeah. I was at the harbor last night at 10 o'clock at night shoveling boats off. Nobody's even, I mean, like, there's people that shovel their boats, but then there's other boats that are just sitting there with 5 feet of snow on them. And it was raining, you know? Who needs 5 feet of snow on their boat lets it rain? And I can feel the jellyfish. My whole boat's like going like this because there's a jellyfish on the line. Mega jellyfish. Zyro! Every time Zyro comes in, there's no fish. We're in the cove. We're in the no fish cove. Zyro. Why don't you get out there and fish? Fish the pompano, Zyro. I don't know, we're trying. We're out here fishing. Give it a shot. Just gonna make a couple passes. This was my #1 spot to go check. No fish in here, I'm kind of at a loss. Sinus headache and fatigue. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Get some rest, I guess. Why don't you duct tape a couple of those fix things, duct tape them to your face, and then get some hot pads, duct tape them to your head, bundle up, and then go to the bridge. I'll be watching for you tonight. Alright, now I see the rockfish. Come on, let's catch some. I can't really tell what's going on though because my whole everything's shaking with the jellyfish. But I'm marking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 rockfish. They weren't there on the first pass. Lady Skipper, who the heck is that? Lady Skipper? Is that Zyro? Oh no. Lady Sky, hello! I could sell the rockfish. I could get a permit for that for $70. Maybe next year. If I direct market, I can sell you guys some rockfish. It's open season. Just nobody fishes for them. There's a little bit bigger fish laying on the bottom right here. Maybe that's a pink salmon. It's not moving though. Oh, thank you, Gary! Come on, fish. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. Boring. Coffee soon. Dang it. So I hope there'll be some fish in here. I'm not going to step on the plug. Not. You guys want to do the anatomy of a salmon plug? Look. This plug caught many fish. Made wonderful YouTube videos. Look at all the tooth marks in it. You see that? From the hook sway. If you look inside there, you'll see it's got this iridescence. I think that's because they made a whole bunch of these plugs with the iridescent inside, and nobody liked them. Nobody would buy them, so they ended up painting them. Gotta have this one. Doesn't matter what I put out there, I'm not catching nothing. We'll have to go try deeper. What's up, James? Oh, I think I got something. I think I might have picked up a small rockfish or something. My port heaviness wiggled a little bit. Maybe it's nothing. I'm having a hard time judging because I got this huge jellyfish on. Still got the jellyfish. Oh, nothing yet. We haven't checked our lines yet, but I haven't got anything big yet, that's for sure. I wanted to go try and get offshore, but it's a little bit windy for me. Don't want to go out there and get wind blasted. So I came back to the peaceful, calm cove, Redfield Cove. No fish. This is why the hand trollers aren't fishing this year. There's no fish in their spots. Come on. Yeah, Yakutat's a big hand troller spot. It used to be. All the guys got too old. And then there's the Super Skiff Jim's a hernia. I saw him in the grocery store the other day and talked to him about it. He says it's down by his groin, like below the belt line, and then like his guts were hanging out of his body cavity or whatever. Under the skin, but out of the where they should be. And he's native, so it's like they're giving him a runaround about the doctor, like when he can go to the doctor. They wanted to go in like March now. He's been waiting for a month. They're like, yeah, just don't do anything. So it's free to get a doctor to tell you not to do anything, but you know, he can't work. So, I mean, how's that helping him? I don't know. It seems very helpful to me. That's free health care for you. And maybe I got a big jellyfish on both my lines. They're acting weird. The whole boat's just gonna get stopped by jellyfish. Dragging them around. Oh, the jellyfish monster. I mean, the stuff that could be king salmon down there. Something peeling up off the bottom here. I'll show you guys. It's a halfway decent mark, this one. See how it's coming up a little bit, like it's pointed off. That might be a biter. That could bite. Come on. There's another one coming up harder this time. Come on. Could do it. It looks like a king salmon to me. Come on. No. No, you want to. That makes me want to go back in there for another pass. Looked like we just raised two, but they didn't bite. Didn't bite yet. Probably inspecting my hooks right now. Tell me, Russell, what's up? I didn't see the thing, but I heard you talking about it. Sharpness of the hooks. Yeah, if they check that, they're going to come in and join us for dinner here. Join somebody for dinner. Looks pretty sharp. Who knows? It might have been something smaller. Usually that's what they look like, though, before I catch them. But they don't always bite. It's 11:24 in Alaska. Scotty might have a different time. He's so far away. He's in like another country. It's the Arctic Scotty. Oh, Brad, 3285, what's up? Well, darn it, we marked a couple of potential fish there that did not bite. What am I supposed to do now? See, we're working this cove here around the back. I think I'm gonna go down here and then go around the outside and then go do something else if we're not going to catch fish. I'll plug you guys in. Nothing, man. Not biting yet. Not biting in the cove. A little bit to go offshore today. Got a gigantic jellyfish hooked up. I know that time changes when you head west out of Icy Bay, like kind of off Cape Yakataga, it changes. But since Trapper's like more to the straight north but not to the west, maybe it's the same. Let's head it out west, like towards the Aleutians. I don't know. I'm telling you, Scotty, the time changes down there at Icy Bay, though. When you head west, I'm pretty sure it changes on the way to Cape Yakataga. Marking another thing down there, 55 feet. It's not a hard mark, but it could be a fish. Seeing some life show up here on the sonar. It's not biting. Not much. don't think it changes? I'm pretty sure it changes on the GPS though. Like before you get to Kayak Island. I got a second phone here. Patrick, down on you! What does Google say about this? Here's what Google says. Alaska currently uses 2 time zones. AKST, AKDT. For most of the state, and Hawaii Aleutian time zone, HST. And for far western Aleutian Islands and St. Lawrence Island, a change made in 1983 to simplify from 4 zones. Doesn't sound like it should be where I was though. I don't know. Maybe I need a map. Maybe I can get a map of that. Yeah, far west is what it's saying. Map. Where's the map of that? Map. Time zone. I'm looking at, Scotty. So, see where that line crosses right there? There's something there because that's Kayak Island, that's Prince William Sound, and that's Icy Bay right where that line goes through. That's the line. I don't know if it doesn't make any difference. There's some funny lines in there. Oh no, the Arsenal Advisor's been shut down. What? What happened to Below Average Utah Dad? Was that was that one shut down too or what? There's a channel called Below Average Utah Dad. Honestly, I don't think the guy likes me very much. But he posted that his channel was shut down or something. He's probably a Mormon. He heard enough of the Bible and he stopped coming over here. Yeah, Below Average Utah Dad used to come in here. He stopped coming in here. And I was going to his channel and he was ignoring me, so. But I still am subscribed, so I saw he posted that even his live was shut down. He's a big military guy. He just does streams with lots of guns in the background. Seems like maybe YouTube's cracking down on that now. Yeah, well, there's no other fishermen. Everyone gave up a long time ago, Nate, because the fishing's so bad. One boat went out a little while ago and did all right offshore. But back in the islands, it's been pretty dead. I don't know. Just trying anyway. Not sure what our next move will be. Boats will start getting ready because like by the numbers it starts getting really good. Like in the next couple weeks it should be getting good. I think they hit them better they've been hitting them better in Sitka, and down there they started to get them. I've started doing really good in February. Is when I started doing really good. It's pretty much impossible for me to get out. So like the fish might be out there, like, but my boat isn't going out there. Where in Sitka, the guys have like these huge, incredibly heavy, seaworthy boats, and if there's fish, they just go. They don't like, if it's not blowing a gale, they go. But they're not going, they haven't, as far as the report is up to today, they're not going. There's no confidential statewide. I've never seen that before. Glacier Shark freezing boat. Well, I'm at a crossroads now. I could go back through Canoe Pass. Or I could go, maybe that's what I'm going to do. It's kind of like not very, it's not very, doesn't look very inviting over there with the black cloud. I don't like the black cloud. 8 inches taller. I don't know. I haven't gotten anything in the islands. Like, why should I go further out in the islands? I wanted to check that cove. Let's go check Canoe Pass and then Johnstone, and then go in early if we don't get anything. It seems so nice. Like we should have just gone for it. It's 11:35. Too late to go back and go out now. We could try around the kelp at the north end. That has not been good this year at all. Let's go try by Canoe Pass and what you call it? The Twin Islands here. How far is it? Twin Islands is 1.5 miles, so a half hour trolling. Let's just troll over there, huh? Let's check our lines here. We'll troll over there. We'll check the lines and put them down a little bit deeper. We'll put them down to 15 fathoms and troll behind Twin Islands. Then we'll try around Canoe Pass here. Go through Canoe Pass at high tide, try in Johnstone before dark, and then go home. What do you think? Let's do it. Let's do this. Maybe I got a fish on I don't know about. Door is frozen shut. Ow! Dang. It probably gets dark around 3:30. 3:30. Depends how dark are you talking about. Like really dark or just like mostly dark? Yeah. Let's get this monster jellyfish. You guys are gonna love this. Look at it. It's liable to fall off the line. Let's reel it in together. Here it comes. Oh my goodness. Did you see that? Oh, now it's a snowstorm. I might lose the satellite, so snowy. If we can avoid getting this on our face, that would be good. Oh, snowstorm. I thought I might actually have a bite on this side. Maybe a little rockfish or something. There we go. Oh, there we go. Fixed it. Got it all fixed up here. Hold on. Yeah. Be right back. Fish, you guys see that? We caught, what was it, Scotty? I don't know. Copper rockfish, maybe, or pale one. Half frozen. Ice rockfish. Richard Mercer, hello, Canada. That was me shaking. It's cold, wet, rain. 35 degrees and raining. Rain and snow mix. I lost count of the line marks on the port side. I just kind of I'm guessing at it. Hopefully we don't lose our shirt when we go over here. I'm going to try and skim the bottom. Yeah, that wet, I think it's actually colder in the wet rain at 35 than it is when it's, you know, like 20, dry. I didn't count, Scotty. I was counting and I got distracted with the screen on the phone. So I'm like, you know, I'm kind of counting time, like 1, 2. But yeah, it's about 9, 10 marks. Let's slip off there. We'll see what happens. I'm trying to skim over 15 fathoms. I think I'm about 15 fathoms. I'm close, yeah. I think that the bottom is soft, so we should be able to not break off. Maybe this will be the day that I'm wrong about that. I should be able to bounce right through there. It's not like Rocky Pinnacle, it's the saddle between two islands. Gradual ascent. John Baptist, Canada! Let's read a Bible verse while we're going across the open waters. -3 and snow, oh no. Oh, go straight for the New Testament. Let's go towards the back. No, not that far. Well, let's read 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 18. This charge I commit to you, son Timothy, according to the prophecies previously made concerning you, that by them you may wage the good warfare, having faith and a good conscience, which some having rejected concerning the faith have suffered shipwreck, of whom are Hymenaeus and Alexander, whom I delivered to Satan, that they may learn not to blaspheme. Don't be Hymenaeus and Alexander. Do you remember what they did, Hymenaeus and Alexander? Somebody knows. I don't know. Further back. Well, maybe we don't know what they did. They did something. This little feed, I'm seeing that feed again in 50, 60 fathoms. 61 fathoms, says herring on the bottom. That's good.